Welcome to the Berman Golf Podcast, where we're helping golfers over the age of 60 increase distance off the tee so that they can hit shorter irons into the green. Yeah, baby. You can visit us at bermangolf.com for more information and get ready. This is going to be a fun one. And we're rolling, baby. The Long Balls Golf Podcast. Dr. Jake Berman here, the originator and founder of the Berman Method of Golf Performance, where we specialize in helping aging golfers move better so they can hit the ball further, strike the ball more consistently, and play more frequently without nagging aches and pains. Today, what I want to talk to you about is the reason why keeping your head down or you picked your head up is actually not the reason why you hit a horrible shot on that last swing. But before we get into all that, I want to give you a quick reminder to go and check out the Tee Shot Transformation Program. It's our online program. Go to bermangolf.com and click on products, and you can check out our online Tee Shot Transformation Program. It'll be in the show notes of this podcast. It's essentially everywhere on all of our socials and everything. Gaining a ton of traction, helping a ton of people around the country and the world, helping them move better so that they can hit the ball farther, strike the ball more consistently, and be able to play more frequently because it's giving you the baseline fundamentals. Super easy. It's modules sent directly to your email. Super easy to follow videos. Just click on it. If you can open an email, you can take this online program. So check it out. Now, what I want to get into today is I'm recording this just a couple of days after getting back from Las Vegas, specifically Lake Las Vegas, which is approximately 30 minutes northeast of the airport or the Strip. We were out there for a business meeting with our mastermind group, and I finally took my clubs out there with me because this is my third time to this course and I'd just been renting clubs. So I took my clubs with me this time because they've got a beautiful course right there around the resort. We stay at the Westin Lake Las Vegas, and the course name is called Reflection Bay, and just stunning for me being from Naples, Florida, where everything is flat and green and swampy and all this, and to be able to play with huge elevation changes in the desert, green grass in the middle of a desert. I mean, it was stunning to me. And I got a tee time at 10:30 tee time, and they paired me up with these two members that have been members at this course for a little bit. And one of them was 80 years old. I know that because he just had a birthday last week, or at the time of this recording, he just had his 80th birthday and had a big party at the clubhouse, and he was telling me all about it. Had 30-something people there and just had a great time. And the other gentleman, who they were really good friends, he's probably in his early 70s. I mean, both of these guys were just really young at heart, and I was just grateful to be able to play with these guys because, man, were they a great time. Now, the thing that I want to talk about is when I was playing with these guys, I saw over and over again what I hear so many times, what I've heard hundreds, if not thousands and thousands of times. No, not hundreds, definitely thousands of times over the years, which is keep your head down. Picked my head up on that one. When you top it or slice it or pull it, whatever it is, doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter what the end result is. If it's a bad result, it seems like the most common excuse that aging golfers really, I don't hear this with younger golfers, but with aging golfers, they'll say, picked my head up. Picked my damn head up. I heard this nonstop when I used to play with my stepdad, where whenever he's not a golfer, I wasn't a golfer at the time, and we'd go out and hack it around the course, and he'd shank one or chunk one, and it was every single time, 100% of the time, picked my head up. Just keep your head down, and that will get rid of 99% of the bad shots. And, I didn't really know a whole lot at the time. However, now I know way more than I did. And as I'm sitting here playing with these guys, going around this beautiful course, I'm hearing the excuse of a less than favorable shot being attributed to picking your head up or picking his head up. And I'm looking at it from a completely different lens. And I'm going, the reason why you picked your head up is because so many things did not go right before you even got a chance to get back down to the golf ball. And the thing that I'm attributing this to, not only from this one instance of playing with these two gentlemen out there this past weekend, but I've also seen this time and time again, is the most common reason why aging golfers pick their head up is because they don't have a quiet, I'm doing air quotes right now, a quiet left leg, left foot, specifically left foot. So let's take a right-handed golfer and give you a little more transparency on what I'm saying right now. If you got a right-handed golfer, what I'm talking about is you want your left foot to pretty much be glued to the ground for the entirety of the golf swing. So when somebody picks their head up before they hit the golf ball, they usually say, I was trying to look for the ball. I wanted to know where it was going, or what, we've got 100 different excuses for why we pick our head up. But it's a symptom of something that actually happened way before you even got a chance to pick your head up. And it has everything to do with that left foot. Now, I'm playing with both of these golfers, and they both had very different golf swings. The younger guy, he was probably in his early 70s. He had a very unique, unorthodox swing, and he got away with it. Oh my goodness. He hit some beautiful shots. And I'm sitting here looking at his swing going, how in the world is he pulling these things off? And the way that he was doing it was he was an athlete. He was a straight up athlete, and his body was still mobile enough, flexible enough, strong enough to be able to execute this very unorthodox golf swing, because there was a lot of shifting, a lot of movement going on, very baseball-esque, and he got back down to the golf ball the vast majority of the time. To tell you the truth, I don't know that he actually ever hit a quote-unquote bad shot for the 14 holes that he played with us, because he had to leave early had some work being done on his house. But anyways, he was able to get away with this unorthodox swing because he was still flexible enough, he was still strong enough, he was still, the athleticism was still in his body to where he was able to get back down to the golf ball over and over again. Now, the same was not true for the other gentleman. He just turned 80. He's got 2 brand new knees. And this guy, I'm telling you, man, this guy was my idol. I mean, he was so young-hearted. And if anybody that's played golf in the desert before, you know that if you hit it out of bounds, it's like cliffs almost, where it's slippery rocks, pebbles, and gravel, and you really shouldn't be going and looking for your golf ball if you hit it out of bounds. This guy did not care at all. I mean, he was up and down these little craters and valleys going and getting a golf ball. He didn't hit it out of bounds that much, but it was actually the other guy, the younger guy, that was golf ball hunting the most, and he just got a kick out of it. It's kind of like me. I love looking for golf balls. It's like grown-up Easter egg hunting. But anyways, coming back full circle to this gentleman, he was plenty agile enough to perform the golf swing efficiently. The problem was, I'm talking about the 80-year-old, he was plenty agile enough to perform the golf swing efficiently. The problem is that as soon as we start getting older, we start losing distance. And as males, the first thing we do is we try to make the swing bigger. Like, just make it bigger. Let me get a bigger backswing by bending my left elbow and wrapping the club around my neck. And then let me make it even bigger by picking up my left heel into the backswing so that I can go even farther. And then, oh crap, now I got to get back to the golf ball. So now I do this little dance move with my left foot to allow me to do some funky manipulation with my body to try to get it to turn towards the target. And there's just all sorts of things that occur, and it all starts back with losing distance. If we never lost distance, think about it this way. Here's a fun little thing to think about. Imagine being 80 years old and still driving the ball 275 yards. There is no way that you would be trying to wrap the damn club around your neck and doing all these dance moves with the lower body and trying to flip at it and picking your head up or whatever it is. The reason why we start doing it is because we lose distance and we're trying to get it back. So now let's bring this thing full circle to what I originally started with, which is the biggest or the most common excuse of bad golf shots of all time. Picked your head up. I picked my damn head up. What the heck? No, actually, the problem is your left foot was so unstable that your brain was not confident that you could safely transfer your weight from your right side to your left side. So it forced you to manipulate your body to execute the movement that you wanted it to do. That is it right there. It may have sounded complicated, so I'm going to say it again. The golf swing is really simple if you break it down, right? You're rotating to the right and lifting your arms up, and then to undo it, you just drop your arms down and rotate to the left. Now, if you want to get more detailed on it, when you're rotating to the right, you're shifting your weight to the right. And then when you're dropping your arms and rotating to the left, you are supposed to be shifting your weight to the left. Now, this whole thing occurs in around 1 second. Some people say it's 1.8 seconds. Some people say it's less than a second. Let's just, for simplicity's reasons, say this whole thing occurs around 1 second. Now, this is the thing that we've got to remember, and I've talked about this over and over again on every platform that I've ever gone on. We are not athletic enough to think that we are that good that we can execute something that complicated in a second, meaning that you've got to give yourself every advantage possible because you are not getting paid to play this game. You are not on TV on Sundays. You're not getting paid to play this game. You're not sponsored. You are a mere mortal. You are not a freak of nature. You're not an elite athlete. If you were, you would be getting paid to play the game. You would be on TV. I don't care if you're a single-digit handicapper. If you're not on TV and you're not sponsored, you're not good enough to do this. I mean, think about it. How many of you listening to this right now know some pro that you've got at your club that can consistently go shoot 3 or 4 or 5 under, but they can't make it on the tour? They can't do it because they can't do it consistently 4 days in a row because it's not easy. You have to be an elite athlete. It's no different from me watching a highlight of Michael Jordan driving the ball down the court and dunking it on somebody, jumping from almost the 3-point line and slamming it. I'm like, well, it's just basketball. I should be able to do that. Well, no, I shouldn't be able to do that. Yes, it is just basketball. However, Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time, arguably. I mean, I'm not going to argue it. He is. If you argue it, then I don't know that we shouldn't be talking anymore. Let's just put it that way. I don't think there's any arguing it at all. But anyways, neither here nor there. Just because the pros are playing the same game as us doesn't mean that we should be able to, or we should be trying to mimic what they're doing. So come back full circle to us mere mortals. It is very simple what we're trying to do. We're trying to shift our weight from our right side to our left side in less than a second to give us the ability to create as much speed as possible, rotational speed as possible, to generate as much club head speed as possible, to get as much distance as possible. It's that simple. Now, when you go into the top of your backswing and your left foot does not stay anchored, your left heel comes up or it does some type of little shifteroo, little twister, pivoter thing, you probably don't even know what's happening. I'm telling you it is. Have somebody take a slow motion video of only your left foot, and I'm pretty sure you're going to see that there's some motion occurring there. So when you're going to the top of the backswing, your weight is on your right side. If your left foot is not anchored, glued to the ground, and it moved just a hair, your brain thinks so much faster unconsciously than we do consciously. Your brain is knowing, oh, wow, I'm trying to go from my right side to my left side, but there's not a stable surface there. There's instability. The left foot is not grounded. It's not stable. So that causes you to stay on your right side and do the old reverse C or flip at it, chunk it, hit behind it, or top it, slice it, because you're not able to get your weight to the left side as quickly as you would be if your left foot was grounded. This whole thing occurs in a split second. The difference of you being able to shift your weight from your right side to the left side on time versus being a split second delayed because your brain doesn't trust that you have stability on the left side is the reason why you're picking your head up. It is the reason why you're flipping at it. It is the reason why you're chunking it and hitting behind it, because Case, our PGA pro, said it perfectly. Wherever your tailbone is, that's where you're going to make contact with the ground. So if you're not shifting your weight from your right side to your left side, that means your tailbone is usually behind the golf ball. That's where you're going to hit the ground. That's why you're hitting them fat. So it's really simple. It's not easy. It is really simple. One of the easiest ways that you can train yourself to get over this is with the Gary Players technique. So towards the end of Gary Players' career on tour, senior tour, his hips were so bad that he was not able to perform the golf swing traditionally. So on his tee shots, after he made contact with the golf ball, he would actually step through with his right leg as if he's walking towards the golf ball, towards the flight of the golf ball. So walking down the fairway, if you will. And the reason why he did this was it allowed him to transfer his weight completely to the left side, because your weight has to be on your left side if you're going to pick your right leg up to take a step forward towards the target. And then it also allowed him to finish the swing, complete the swing, get the belt buckle towards the target. So this is something that you can do very simply, is just practice the Gary Players swing. Go onto the driving range or do it in your backyard if you're embarrassed to do it, and just practice it. Do it really, really slow into the backswing, and then swing the club at half speed, not aggressively, just a half speed swing, and take a step through with your right leg. And what that does is it's going to tell your brain that you've got to keep your left foot down because you're about to take a step through with the right leg, which means that all of your weight has to be on the left side. So this is a very simple thing. I've done it successfully with some of my clients over the years that are struggling with this, and I want you to try it on your own. The first thing that you do is you have somebody take a slow motion video of your left foot. Swing the golf club. Watch the video. If your left foot moves at all, then it's telling your brain you have an unstable surface to get your weight from your right side to the left side. If that happens, then this drill is appropriate for you. Try it out. If you take that slow motion video and your left foot doesn't move at all, then sorry, I just wasted the past 20 minutes of your time. It's not wasted, because I can almost guarantee that you know somebody that is doing this, and you're watching them doing this, and you're going, just keep the left foot down, damn it. So send this to them. So that's what you do, is just practice the Gary Player's swing, and it will reinforce to your brain over and over again that it needs to keep the left foot grounded, because you're about to put the entirety of your weight on it. So, in summary, picking your head up is not the problem. Picking your head up is the symptom of something that's actually occurring milliseconds before picking your head up even actually occurs. And that is, your left foot is moving. Your brain knows that when your left foot moves, you can't transfer your weight safely from your right side to your left side. So it's going to force you to keep your weight on your right side as you're rotating left, which creates your head going up. It's that simple. It really is that simple. You are not that athletic that you can physically pick your head up that fast in half a second. You have to do something before it for you to be able to do it. So please stop using this as an excuse. Please stop using picking your head up as an excuse for the bad shot. That is a result, and that is not a valid excuse. Please start saying, didn't get my weight to the left side. That's why I hit that bad shot. My left foot was dancing again. That's why I hit the bad shot. Not because you picked your freaking head up. So I hope this sheds some clarity. If the guys that I played with out there in Lake Las Vegas are listening to this, really appreciated your time. That was a ton of fun. Had a great time at the 19th hole. Just really great company. Hopefully I get to run into you guys again when I go back out there for the next meeting. I'll keep in touch with you guys. And don't forget to check out the Tee-Shot Transformation, BermanGolf.com. Click on products. Check out the Tee-Shot Transformation. Check out all the testimonials and reviews. Super easy, super effective, straight to your email. If you can open an email, you can do this program. Make sure you like and subscribe to this podcast. Share this with somebody that you know is dancing their left foot. All right, until next time, thanks, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in this week. For more information, please go to BermanGolf.com. That's B as in boy, ERMAN, BermanGolf.com, and check out a ton of stuff that we have there. Or even better, go to our socials, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube, like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. We're even on TikTok. Check us out everywhere. We've got tons of content going out every week. And please give us a thumbs up. Comment on the videos. Let me know what your questions are. Try to shoot holes in this. I'll do whatever I can to help you out the best that I can. Thank you, guys.